Okay, so lads, just so we get ready and are ready to get back to football in probably mid-April or late April, just want to get lads back to doing some of the basic skills again. And I suppose there's some bits that can be overlooked, but just stuff to warm up with. We did it in training a lot of the time. First thing was always kind of if possible, 2 balls. Try and get your hands on 2 footballs, a ball, football, soccer ball, whatever it is, but just 2 balls that you might have. And you're soling off your left, soling off your right as you move around. You can maybe strike out an area. Here, I've just put 2. I've had to make it slightly smaller so that it can fit into the camera with 2 chairs, something simple, where you're just soling off your strong leg, soling off your weaker leg, and you're jogging around, soling off your weaker foot, soling off your stronger foot, and depending on how good or I suppose how much improvement you need to do, you're just getting there. You can go in and out, zigzag around like that, just as a warm-up. Obviously, this would be a larger space. You'd probably be, if you're using any markers or cones, it'd probably be 5 good paces away from each other. So you count out 5 large steps and you put down the 2 cones, but I just needed to fit them in here into the camera screen. So that's why they're that spacing apart. That'd be your warm-up. After that, you do some maybe dynamic kind of stretching where you're just pulling up in your quad from maybe 5, pulling up your quad on your left, 3 times on each. Then you're scooping for the hamstrings, 5 on each side, kicking out for the hamstrings, opposite hand, opposite foot. So you're kicking out. And then from there, you're just maybe doing a few runs, maybe from, if you have a length to your garden or whatever, maybe 20 meters, gradually building it up just so that you're warmed up. You're going from a fast jog, 3/4, up to around 90-95% full pace. So maybe 3, even just 3 of those is fine just to get the wind out of yourself. Going to show you a drill here. We'll send in a running session that you do after you do this drill. You do the running session and then you go back and you do this drill again. Okay? And that's just something to get you started. So I'll show you, it's with 1 football anyway. You can use 2 after a while if you like, if you're feeling confident. But the main thing here is you have 2 cones and preferably some kind of wall that you can hit the ball off of. Okay, that's kind of fairly important in this drill. So 2 cones, 2 markers, 2 water bottles, whatever it might be, and something to kick the ball, pass the ball off of, okay, depending on what way you want to do it. So you'll start in here just to get yourself going, and you'll do this for maybe, you can count it out, maybe 20 seconds you're warming up first, just doing it at a nice pace, and then for 30 seconds you try and go at a really good pace. And you can use your stopwatch, some of your smartphones, some of your smartwatches, all that kind of stuff. It'll be easy enough to keep 30-second count. So to start off, you hand pass it off the wall. This time you take it back, you solo, you get out the second cone, and you kick past it off the wall, and you're in again and around the cone, solo, turn, punt kick, and you attack the ball, and you go around the cone again. After a while, just change your direction. And if you're feeling confident after a weaker foot, and attack the ball around the first cone, out to the second cone, then again, and attack it. So your aim is either to get the ball on 1 hop or get the ball straight into your chest. Kick it and attack the ball straight into your chest. That's a very simple drill. And again, those 2 cones would be farther apart. Those 2 markers would be farther apart. You would have, from the wall, you would count out 5 large steps, put the cone down, count out another 5 large steps, put the cone down, okay? Depending on how you're feeling, if you think you could do a kind of a sharper run each time, you can stretch out the distance if you want. Big thing to, I suppose, be aware of is when you're making your turn, don't just potter around the corner, okay? When you get to your corner, you get low and you turn. You get low and you turn, okay? Don't just amble around each of the markers, because that's just a habit you'll end up building into your game, and you don't want to do that, okay? Once you've this drill done, you're doing it 20 seconds, light enough pace, building it up. Then you're going 30 seconds as fast as you can, turning quick, kicking quick, catching quick, attacking the ball, 30 seconds. That should take a nice bit of wind out of you. Take a break. In terms of, you can take a break with the ball, I would suggest even just walking around again, just soling the ball, left leg, right leg, soling the ball, walking around, stuff like that. Go back in, do this again, 20 seconds at a slightly higher kind of slow pace, 30 seconds, really good pace again. and you're taking maybe a minute, 2 minute break, get your drink of water, do the running drill that we set, and then just finish with this drill again, okay? Because you're getting kicking, catching, change of direction, soloing, all the kind of the main skills in there, okay? And I would suggest if you're getting comfortable, if people that are stronger on their good foot, start mixing up, putting your weaker foot into it for one of the rounds as well, just to improve that, and a weaker solo. All that kind of stuff will help, okay? So this week, get cracking on that, lads, and we'll be well able to get back to the field and we'll be flying. No cobwebs on us when we get back in the end of April, all right?